our last segment, we featured the celebration for Round Here from Florida Georgia Line. This was a huge day for one of the writers of that song, Thomas Rhett, as he also was able to celebrate his very first #1 as an artist. Here is more with Thomas and writers Ben Hayslip, Jimmy Robbins, and his dad, Rhett Akins.
Of course you want a song on your son's record, but I've never been the kind of dad that tried to force anything that I've done on him. I didn't try to make him be in the music business. That just kind of happened. Ben and I really didn't write with him a lot early on because we wanted him to be his own songwriter. We didn't want people in town to think, well, oh, of course, you know, your dad wrote this whole song, or you and Ben in Dallas, the Peach Pickers, wrote this, and you were just sitting in the room. We really wanted him to write with other people, and his first 2 or 3 cuts he got on other people's records were with songwriters that had never had a cut in their lifetime. So that was proof to me that he was doing something in the room and not just in there with a bunch of big-time songwriters, you know, just putting his name on the song. So I'm fortunate to get one on there because his songs are better than mine, you know, most of the time. And I mean, he could have had Round Here on this album. He could have had Parking Lot Party. He could have had Ain't Ready to Quit that Jason Aldean recorded. So every song that he writes is really awesome. So just getting one in there is like trying to get on a Luke Bryan record or a Jason Aldean record.
But I mean, even when I was, you know, when I do cut my record, I mean, Dad's like, I play. There's a few people that I'll play every song I want to cut, you know, for, and Dad's obviously one of the main people that I'll play him for. And you know, I mean, he would tell me, like, honestly, be like, I didn't even write that song, but I know that song's a bigger hit than this one of mine that you want me to cut. And so, you know, for him to be saying that, you know, he obviously, you know, is completely in my best interest, and you know, it's a really kind of a really cool thing to do.
And it goes like, ooh, what I wouldn't do to write my name on your heart, get you wrapping my arms, baby, all around you.
Production on this song is just, I mean, the stuff that Jimmy does on a daily basis is through the roof, and it's radio friendly. When he sits down and does his thing, it comes out sounding like a radio hit.
Yeah.
And this song, you know, when the demo got to us that day, we wrote the song, got done. Probably got home at 4 o'clock, had the demo at 5 o'clock that same day. And you know, from that point, I started listening to it that night, and I listened to it on the way to work, way home, way to work, way to home, and I knew this was a hit song.
And that's the cool thing about writing, you know, with people like Jimmy who are computer whizzes and can sit there and, like, you know, before there was track guys in town, you'd write a song, you know, with just your acoustic guitar, which we still do today, but a lot of the time you write with a track guy and you'd have to wait and go demo the song and wait 2 weeks for it to get mixed. And you know, when you're in there, you can really start to see the magic kind of being created while you're writing the song. I mean, while we're, you know, talking about the second verse, Jimmy's putting gongs and electric guitar and bass and synthesizer and all kind of stuff on it. By the end of the day, you have a full song. And you know, for me, it was just different. You know, I'd put out 2 singles before that sound nothing like It Goes Like This, and I knew I needed, you know, it was my 3rd single that I put out, and I knew I needed a really big hit. I knew I needed a song that was going to really connect with girls, and, you know, in turn, their boyfriends or their husbands or whatever would love it. And so that was just one of those songs, man, and you can't really deny it. It was just kind of meant to happen for me.
And it goes like, hey, girl, I'm going away. The year starts with a smile and it ends with an all-night long slow kiss. It goes like this.
God smiled on us that day, and it was really good luck that we pitched this song to a few other artists, because Thomas Rhett at that point was not going to be able to record any more songs, and it worked out that they all passed on the song, and we were like, God, you know, we thought the song was really good. Why'd everybody pass on it? And it was because Thomas Rhett was meant to sing it.
Dad, you know, sent me the song on my phone, and, you know, I was telling them earlier, usually I have to listen to a song a jillion times in my truck, you know, loud, you know, driving down the interstate, driving down the back road, or wherever it makes me feel something. But you know, when I listened to it on my phone, it was just like instant. And I played it for my wife, and I played it for my wife's family and my family, and everybody was like, man, it's a catchy song. And it's kind of like a love song in a way I'd never heard a love song before. And you know, us being songwriters, it's kind of like a songwriter-y type love song about a guy writing a song about a girl, and the song is the chorus, I guess. And so it just caught me, you know, instantly. And you know, it's all these guys right here.
Hey girl, you make me wanna write a song. sit you down and sing it to you all night long. I've had a melody in my head since you walked in here and knocked me dead.
We've been on the Jason Aldean Night Train tour this year, and it started in February, and I want to say Goes Like This came out in
May, I think.
In May. And so, you know, those first couple weeks or the months, they were really great. But you know, it was every night it was hit or miss. There'd be 50% of the crowd in there. Some nights there'd be 80. Some nights there'd be 30. But you know, when It Goes Like This started, you know, climbing up on the charts, you could tell that more people were kind of packing in to see me as the opening act. And when I was a kid growing up, I don't even remember the opening act that I saw on certain tours. And so for them to come out and, you know, watch my show and get a shirt, you know, that just meant the world to me. And now we're doing kind of our own headlining stuff, and you see people, you know, packing out 3 hours before the show, and it's just amazing what a big #1 song will do for you.
What a day for celebrations. We have to take another quick little break, but we still have lots more ahead on this week's Inside Music Row. Make sure to come on back for a little taste of something special with Kelly Pickler. We'll be right back.